EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Please welcome your defending NFC East champion, Philadelphia
On the visiting sideline, head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, Brian Schottenheimer. His guys parlaying a pair of early home games into a 2-0 start to this season. Across the field, head coach Nick Sirianni of the Eagles. His guys are ready, as they always are, to play in front of this home crowd, hoping the extra surge of momentum pays off in a win.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
So happy you could join us today. I'm Kate Scott with Brock Heward. It is time for some football. And here we go on Monday Night Prime Time. He's going to field this at the 2. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by one of the faces of this sport, Brock, a one-of-one quarterback who graduated from humble beginnings in Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Complete to DK Metcalf. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. 3rd down, they need 7. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. And someone stepped in, it's intercepted! And the Cowboys have an early opportunity after the interception on the game's first series. Well, we all know everybody wants to avoid an opening drive 3-and-out, partner, but given how that one just went, an opening drive punt probably doesn't seem too bad right now.
No, I think everybody on that sideline would co-sign, especially the quarterback, and you also now give life to this defense and their offense that runs on the field.
So now the Cowboys getting an opportunity to send their offense out for the first time. And leading them out is the 2nd overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
Last week was the ideal showing for him and really allowed his offense to feed off of him. He elevated everybody around him. Just got to look at his stat line to see how well he was throwing the ball. 300-plus yard game, several touchdowns, tremendous efficiency.
And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys parlay the interception into points. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand.
Dixon set to kick off.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Return starts from the goal line. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Now for the second time this game, we're going to look at the Philly offense. And they got off on the wrong foot here with that opening drive interception that led to points the other way.
Yeah, and what this defense has shown is they are going to capitalize on your mistakes, and not just a little, but by a lot. So from here on out, you better play some mistake-free football because this defense is hunting for more.
Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. Shoves him off. He's got room. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. So the long run a positive, but we see the negative here as one of his blockers in some distress following the play. Following that last play, want to keep that pedal down. 1st and 10 from the 45. Shotgun give now to Bigsby. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
And they make this stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. 3rd and just 2 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. This gets the 1st and more. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers...
He gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles trim the lead to 1. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Returning it from the 4. Showing a little burst so far. And they'll be looking at some decent field position. He's out of bounds up towards the 35. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Starting on the ground with Henderson. He gets it to the right sideline. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. Given 25 on that play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing.
Fighting his way through, but he lost the football. And the Eagles get to it. And they can't cobble a return together, but they do have the football. They've got it on their side of the field. Well, where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that first tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Okay, as we saw when he broke that first tackle, he can absorb a shot. Right, he's got great, what they call contact balance to absorb it and keep going. That second hit, that drove the ball free and leads to this takeaway.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 44-yard line.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. They run it again with Bigsby. And This great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Finds him on the crossing route. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Again, it's Bigsby. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards. And they're whistling for a stop here, and that's one of the Cowboys who's in some pretty clear discomfort and in need of some assistance. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. They'll air it out on 3rd. That's into the hands of Franklin. Good job defensively here to contain the pass. This is going to be 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Only needed a couple, and that's exactly what they got, bro. Not the most impressive game, but it's a big one all the same. That gets them a fresh set of downs. And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a get to Bigsby. Got some room to work. And they take this in for the score. The Eagles parlay the turnover into a lead. One after try good by Riker. And the Eagles take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Here's Riker set to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Cowboys about set to take over. And it's an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. The give for the first time to Rashad White. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Brought down on the play by T'Vondre Sweat. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Stroud from the pistol. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Unable to find Adonai Mitchell with that one. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. As that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, we've got a first down here. So after the call, defense in a much different spot. Instead of forcing a 4th down, it's back to 1st. So the drive continues after that pass interference call. We've got 1st and 10. They'll run here following the penalty. And finally, they bring him down. He shipped off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. The run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
First and 10, it's a give to White. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They gain 11 on that play, and that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's White again. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one. All right, here we go. Second down. Shotgun now, first round. Nothing doing there as the second down pass falls incomplete. No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. The left side, caught by Davis. And they get stuffed. He is knocked backwards on the play. That makes it fourth down.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed third down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
He finds him beyond the marker. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. They come through a massive gain there on fourth down, give them 24 yards, and most importantly, that first down.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Cowboys.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Buys time, rolling right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He fought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
Again, Stroud. He has it at the 5! And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. Breaking the huddle, here's first and goal. Working inside the red zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys make it a one-point game. It's an Adonai Mitchell touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys tie things up at 14. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to the link right after this.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15. The Eagles and this running back headed back out for a new series. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Receiver in motion, going left. First and 10, here's Allen. Short pass brought in. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. And this one doesn't go far.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Allen on third and short. Downfield, this finds Waddle. They'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Allen setting up play action. Left side into the hands of McBride. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Short side option here. He's running left. Decided to keep it, but couldn't escape the pressure there. They catch him behind the line. Well, I don't expect that loss to keep them from utilizing the option at all moving forward, Brock, but I do expect it to keep them from leaning on it too heavily.
Yeah, I'd agree with you there. It's too valuable a piece of their game plan. You want to make that defense defend it, but they did it a whole lot better that time.
And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Looking from the gun, it's Allen. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
Now Allen off the play action. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Trying to find Trey McBride. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Up the middle they go with Bigsby. And 2nd down only works out for a yard.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
He's got McBride complete. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They give up the gut to Bigsby. His charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
And he scores. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 2nd quarter lead. Reichert on for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Cowboys and Adonai Mitchell getting set for another look here. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. Completed over the middle. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. They run it from the gun with Wright. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Wright running out of the gun. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the game they did.
Breaks the tackle. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
It's not just imperative that the quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give the quarterback a chance.
And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7. They They get an even 10 on that play. And that gives them first and goal. After plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
Here we go.
Again, this is White. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys earn the chance to tie before halftime. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys tie this game at 21. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 21-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
That's good for an Eagle.
Allen on the play action. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So second down coming up. Back to the air. Allen. Go right side, and McBride has it. And he's going to be touched down right at the line, so no gain on the play. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. Allen on third down. Water makes the catch. And this is going to take him off and across midfield there at the opposing 45. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. Again, Allen to the air. This is Metcalf working that right side. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go. And he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. Just a yard left to go on second down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Allen fires out wide, complete. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for an Eagles first down.
And Allen will hold on to this. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Eagles get some late points and the lead. Josh Allen, the touchdown. Record there to tack on the extra points. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Cowboys and Travion Henderson back out there for their next series. They don't have much time left, but facing a small deficit, they could try to get this into field goal range. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Shotgun handoff to Henderson. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock still running.
It's a gain of 7.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However brought in, they do at least force this 4th down. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. Stroud completes it quick. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 1st and 10 from the 43.
All right.
Here's Stroud again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Gets it through the middle. The stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. The 12-year vet strikes true, and it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Hey, that's just an excellent play call to get a chunk of yards and set up that field goal before halftime. Job well done.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Returnable from the 2. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we have a 1. No need for halftime. We'll just keep it right here and get started with the 3rd quarter. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. Here comes the Cowboy offense for the opening possession of the 3rd. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this 3rd quarter. Here's a give inside to Wright. He's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Here we go. A gain of 13 yards. And the Cowboys first down.
They run again with Wright. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
Humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
This is Henderson on 2nd down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
Left side gets it out quick, and it's caught. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down. Stroud from the pistol. On the move, headed right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Stroud to throw again on 2nd. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down. So 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Stop. Tony.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. That one is caught. Horton has it. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
They get 22 out of that play. And now they have a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Again, Stroud. Right side, caught by Davis. And in he goes for the Dallas touchdown.
To number 86.
The Cowboys take the lead right away in half number 2. Brian Schottenheimer wants his guys to get 2 more here.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Throwing again, it's Stroud. And the pass is caught at 2 more onto the score.
I always say about the NFL game, it's a game of matchups. And that time they get the matchup they want, and they go right to it. It's a risky call throwing it for 2, but that risk pays off.
Fielded just shy of the end zone. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. They find themselves trailing after the opening drive touchdown, and heck, it really set up to be an entertaining second half if they're able to answer here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. Through the defense he goes, room to burn. Still running. And he's in for the big play touchdown. Oh, Brock, but there it is. Back down the field, we've got a flag, and I don't think this is going to count.
Eligible receiver downfield.
Such an exciting play lost because of that penalty. And this offense now left to think of their next call as they make the long walk back down the field. Now it's Bigsby, and he gets a few on the plunge forward. Now a stoppage after that play, and that is Trey McBride in some pain. Medical staff headed out. Back to the line they come, 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Left side, caught by Metcalf. And how about this, Bron? They gain 11 on 2nd down. Nice work to claw some back. They make it 3rd and short. On the sneak, it's Allen. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down. Takes this in at the 25. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Cowboys and Travion Henderson back out there for their next series. They've certainly had no issue scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. And he stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's 2nd down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now he really managed to second down.
Sticking with Henderson. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. Coming left is White. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys now lead by 10. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys drive their lead to 11.
Set to kick off.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. He's going to field this at the 2. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun give now to Bigsby. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Now a stoppage after that play, and that is Trey McBride in some pain. Medical staff headed out. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They run it again with Bigsby. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
That's another Eagles first down.
Working from the gun. It's Allen. Short pass brought in. Here he goes again. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles shrinking the lead some in the 3rd.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin off a pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch. He can do his damage big time.
And they get the 2-point conversion. He's in the lead, only a field goal now. Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there. But get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Starting on the ground with Henderson. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Back at the 3-yard pickup. It's 2nd and 7. The left side cut by Davis. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Coverage by Jerry and Jones.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. 1st down now, ball at the 33.
And the Cowboys.
Here we go.
First down.
Running from the pistol, it's right. He can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, Stroud. Connects on the crosser. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. It's a gain of 22. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And a nice start here on 1st down. He gets him 6 before the stop is made.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
He's actually going to lose yards here. They take him down at the 10-yard line. Now, after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Ninth play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on third down.
All right. 18. What's up? 19 seconds.
Third and long for him here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys lengthen the lead at the end of the third. It's an Adonai Mitchell touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys make it a 10-point ball game.
Dixon set to kick off.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. He's brought down just inside the 25. This our last play of the quarter. Allen now on first down. It connects on the deep shot. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. All right, we reach the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is within reach. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot.
19.
Throwing now on first down, Allen. Has it downfield working the left. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They get 22 out of that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles make it a 4-point game here in the fourth. Trey McBride, the touchdown. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal to tie this game in the fourth.
46. Eagles 43.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Fielded at the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Cowboys and Adonai Mitchell getting set for another look here. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Cowboys just about set. Here comes first and 10.
18. What's up?
Drive starts with a carry by White. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
So first down from the 41. Henderson here from the gun. So 20 yards on that play. That'll be good for a Dallas first down.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
Finds the in route complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Well, hold on a sec. We've got an Eagle hurting pretty good out there, and they're going to head out to look at him. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4.
Oh, 18.
Stroud completes it quick. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. He has it at the 5. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys make it a 9-point advantage. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
The kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys make it a 10-point ball game. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Eagles about set to go on offense. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a two-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be at sky high right now.
1st and 10. Here's Allen. And this one does not go far. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
Allen setting up the running back screen. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll throw 3rd and long. We've got a screen to the running back. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. Now we have a member of the Cowboys hurt after that play, and they'll need to get somebody out there to look at him. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Oh, intended for Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Okay, that's just one of those situations that is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win. You feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, yeah, interceptions follow.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Stroud from the pistol. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down at the 30. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
A quick throw completed out to the left. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Hits him on the out route. And in he goes for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys take a 3-possession lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Fields this one at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Eagles and wide receiver DK Metcalf set for another drive. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
Get him!
Play action now with Allen. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second.
Running back sent in motion.
At the 32-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out.
Delay of game. Offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Ball's backed up. Now they've got 2nd and 7. Here's Allen. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
Those are exactly the plays, Kate, that the corners in this league make their money and make their reputation. A one-on-one, and he wins that battle.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. Connecting with Metcalf again. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short. And they're whistling for a stop here. That's one of the Cowboys who's in some pretty clear discomfort and in need of some assistance. Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. He's got it to his running back. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. Wow, what a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down. They pull off the conversion. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, it's a get to Bigsby. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Not through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Put the body on the line for his team. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. 1st down from the 42. And Allen will hold on to this. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
On 1st down, Allen. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's 2nd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
It's Allen out of the pistol. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun. It's Allen. Waddle makes the catch. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Allen going to throw again. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Down at the 9-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and
again, 6. Allen to the air. Setting up the screen. And they're all over that screen. Brock didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Trying to set this up quick.
Back at the 13-yard line.
Allen on 3rd down. He's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. One after try, good by Reichert. And the Eagles cut the lead down to 10. Now we have a member of the Cowboys hurt after that play, and they'll need to get somebody out there to look at him. So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And the Cowboys manage to recover the football. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up. They're going to pass it here. Taken in by Williams outright. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Here we go. 18.
Stroud completes it quick. Shoves one away. Fends off another one. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. All set now. 1st and 10.
Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and 10. 25-yard line.
Throwing out to the left. Go! And he has the Cowboys' 1st down, Brock. And that should clinch this win for him.
13 more yards. Cowboys, 1st down.
Throwing again. It's Stroud. Catch is made in close. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Lining up now to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys take a 3-possession lead.
67, Eagles 50. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. He dodged the tackle, and he's brought down just inside the 25. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Hits his running back. And this is brought to a stop up at the 34-yard line there.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for the Eagles.
They get to the line and spike the football to stop the clock. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. About set. This is 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
To throw again, it's Allen. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
1st and 10.
To the air again. Allen. Just like the last play, Metcalf has it. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense. And the catch does get him to the 39-yard line.
That's another Eagles.
They get to the line and spike the football to stop the clock. 2nd and 10. Need something positive here. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Here's Allen. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Still on his feet. Taking a final shot at the end zone. And there's our last-in image of this game. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys make one of their best plays in the end, coming up with the interception on our final snap of the game. So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. Well, Brock, we both